What's going on, everybody? So we're back with another video here, and we finally have the update live. Now, I've been waiting for this. It's currently 3:30 a.m. I decided, you know what, we're going to stay up. We're going to grind out a couple of hours of this update and give you my initial impressions. But first, before we even go over the whole update, I want to talk about the Helliquary specifically and unlock Hell 6, which actually, for a lot of people, you'll already do it when you enter the game. But before we talk about that, guys, I'm going to be putting out a ton of content on this new patch over the next couple of days. And so for those of you that enjoy the content you've been watching, only about 30% of you are subscribed. And if you guys are and enjoying the content and you want to watch some more videos, be sure to sub to the channel and you guys will get all that new content, especially the video I'll be uploading literally in a couple hours, giving you the full rundown, everything you need to know about this update before you start diving in, which I'll release in a few hours after this one. So, all right, let's talk new update. Now, when you enter the game here, it's going to be a little strange. There's going to be a couple of quests on the left-hand side. You'll see the orange one and the green one. The orange one is going to be the main storyline, and the green one is going to be a Helliquary quest. The Helliquary quest is what I decided to do first because I wanted to see if I can unlock Hell 6. Now, you'll note here, when you enter the game, if you've been someone who has basically beaten all the raids before, you will immediately jump into Hell 6. If you are not, you'll have to go through the quest and access this system. Click on the Domestic portal, you'll see the massive revamp of the new Helliquary. I'll move myself a little bit to the middle here, and you'll see a huge drop-down tab. Now, if you're a newer player, you're going to go through, and every single time you want to progress to the next Hell difficulty, in order to do so, you're going to need to beat the final boss of each of the Helliquary or the Hell difficulties. For example here, let's say you just got to Hell 5, but you haven't done all the Helliquary bosses. Well, you're going to have to go through, beat Vitath, Gorgothra, Gishtur, Izalek, and then finally Ophaneb the Skin Veiled, and you're going to be able to unlock Hell 6. So the combat rating required to unlock Hell 6 is 6,200. Now that's pretty simplistic, to be honest. You can see they kind of scale upwards, like Vitath is like 3,000 combat rating, down to, 2120, and it goes down even further. About the least amount is 870 on Hell 1. So you're going to want to just beat the difficulties or the bosses in their respective difficulties to unlock the next one. But you have to beat the final boss, which is the bottom one over here, right at the end of each of them. Now, with that, you're actually going to get a lot of access to more combat rating. So just to give you a quick rundown of the Helliquary here, you're going to get these Void Blood Slags, which are going to be the new upgrade material of the Helliquary. Now, before that, you're still going to use Scoria, but I'm not quite sure on where it shows it. I don't know if it's because I'm too far upgraded, I can't see it, but it looks like you're going to use regular Scoria for the early Helliquary and then upgrade it as you get to 35 using the Void Blood Slags. Now, one thing to note about this is a one-time bonus, but you can see here there's 0 out of 5 rewards, 0 out of 5 Warband rewards. So it resets every Monday and Thursday. Today is Wednesday, which means you're going to want to do your Warband raids absolutely today because it looks like it'll reset for tomorrow. So it's very, very important to note. Also, along with this, I can't tell if you're going to want to go back and do these as a Warband for the one-time completion. But I'll be doing the Hell 6 ones and then give you guys the rundown maybe tomorrow to let you know if you should go back and do the earlier Hell difficulties or if it's not even worth anything. Now, one thing to note, with these new ones, you're going to get access to the new Demonic Remains. And I imagine that you're going to get one every single time you go through. I can't tell if it's like a one-time drop or if it's repeatable, because if you look in the Helliquary, we now have 5 slots, and each one of these gives you massive combat rating bonuses compared to what it did previously. Now, I had a few others in here, and you can just salvage them, which I'll show you that in just a second. But each one of these is giving me a massive amount of combat rating, and you can actually get lower level difficulties ones. So, for example, this one is from Izalek, this one is from Vitath, but you can actually get like a Hell 1 version of this. So as you improve them, you're going to want to replace the old ones with the higher level combat rating ones as you go through. And these offer an absolute buttload of combat rating, guys. You can see here, you get the 266 combat rating, which is lower than it was previously, because I believe the old combat rating is like 406, but now you're getting the 107 strength, 118 vitality, 119 fortitude, and 52 willpower, which in total equates to about 380, 390 combat rating here on top of the 266 combat rating, which is roughly about 250 combat rating higher than you were previously. So it's a nice combat rating boost. Now, also, Hell difficulty. As I mentioned, you're going to beat the boss and you're going to access the new Hell difficulties. But the new Hell difficulties are level capped and have a level minimum, which means Hell 7, off the question for another month and a half. Don't even worry about Hell 7. Honestly, I would highly recommend, even for the people that are like mega whales and are at this combat rating at the start of the update, don't even worry about it. Go farm Hell 6, get a massive combat rating boost by farming here for a week or two, and then move over to Hell 7 and start doing that. Now, in order to unlock it, you're going to need to beat the final boss of Hell 6, which, as we go back here, Hell 6, the final boss is 8930 combat rating. So you're going to need a decent amount of combat rating before you even jump into Hell 7, or you're going to need someone to carry you. Keep in mind. So go ahead and do that if you have the option to. Now, as I mentioned, just to give you guys a little bit more information here, the little demonic remain salvaging is actually in the salvage. You can see this salvage remains here. This tab is going to allow you to salvage them, and you're going to have a bunch of other ones that may be lower quality if you're like me and you've been doing all the Helliquary raids. So you just salvage them, don't even worry about them. And then also for challenge rifts, this is important to note because you need to unlock the Hell 6 upgrades for gambling, for Elder Rifts, for etc. Just all sorts of content around the game. You're going to need to access that increased drops for Hell 6. And that is going to be a Challenge Rift 164. If we just go back here, 164, boom. Solo victory, you're going to have to beat it solo, so you can't get carried through this. You need to beat 164 to get Hell 6 bonuses. And you need to be 360 Paragon, right? So you need to be 360 Paragon and complete this Challenge Rift to get bonus rewards for Hell 6 in Challenge Rift, Elder Rifts, Cycle Strafe activities, and vendors. So before you go gambling, go to your Challenge Rifts and go and do that exact thing, which is unlock 164. Once you've done that, which I'm going to go ahead and do for you guys on the video here, you can start gambling. So that's going to be like the first initial impressions of the Helliquary. It's pretty straightforward, I would say, once you kind of experience it a little bit. Now, I do have a little bit of a quest going on here. Like I have 4 items from the same set, which I don't have on right now. So a little bit of a like bunch of random sets here or random quests here, which will give you free XP. So that's pretty cool. And you're going to want to do that as you go through. That is quite nice. Looks like they upgraded a couple of things like the life and damage caps, which are all super, super nice. We have a couple of quests that I'm finishing here. The guide is expanded, etc., etc. So yeah, be sure to do these quests because they're going to give you a bunch of XP. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Also, when you log into the game for the first time, they're going to send you a bunch of free legendaries in the mail. And I have a bunch of them in my inventory now, but because you've beaten the previous Helliquary bosses, they'll just send you them for free. But let me see if I can get an upgrade here. 231, 240 here on my weapon. I think that is an actual upgrade. I think that's already an upgrade right off the bat. If it's my offhand, I can't remember if that's main hand or offhand. All right, so we only got one piece here. That is going to be not quite an upgrade, but you can see that wasn't even an exceptional piece, I don't believe, and it's already crazy solid, and this is an exceptional piece. So you can see the difference in quality. You're gonna run through and you're gonna get upgrades very, very quickly. So that is really, really nice to know. So hopefully this helps, guys. I'm gonna drop this video, as I mentioned. If you guys aren't subbed, be sure to sub. And wait a second. Ooh, there's the new rewards. We have reinforced scrap, beguiling dust, and flowing shards. So it looks like we have those, and the new cap to all the stuff. Do we have the new smithing trading? Cryptic crystals, beguiling dust. You're going to need to use the old scrap. So the old scrap is completely useless. The old glowing shards are completely useless. The fabled wisps here. I guess I should go through this. I'm going to have to go through this throughout the... I'll go through the entire patch notes to give you guys a full rundown later today. So if you guys want to basically see me do a full rundown and everything you need to know and all the major changes of the update, which I'm going to go through all this stuff, be sure to sub because I'll do that in a few hours. I'm going to play the update for about an hour or two and then come back and give you guys the complete rundown of what I've learned so far. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, just like the video, and I will see you all in a few hours.